Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Welcome to your reading for the month of August. We are going to look at the full moon that we're having on the 1st. We'll pull some cards for that, but we're going to look at the overall energy of the moon. And the card that got pulled for you is nearing completion. I really haven't read all the way through it. We're going to kind of do that together here, but it's got this stone bridge with water flowing underneath it and a big bonfire sitting on top of it. And it looks like the leaves are falling off the trees. It is completing a cycle. It is number 64. 6 plus 4 is 10. It is like the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. And so it says here, the situation is incomplete, but the chaos of the past is giving way to order. The goal is in sight. Oof. Nevertheless, you are still treading on thin ice, though the way ahead is unobstructed. The goal is clear. It is cautious and careful attitude that is important now, lest you slip and fall. And so I do want to caution you against being impulsive, Capricorn, Sagittarius. So to consider the possibility that you have little information and no experience for what it's like to descend to the other side of the mountain, and because all of your attention has been focused on the path going up, the coming situation may seem very strange to you, unlike anything you have experienced before. On the other side is where the new mysteries reside. Proceed carefully, cautiously, alertly, and you will arrive honorably at the completion of your goal. And so it's as though you have been working very hard, Sagittarius, very hard. You've been working toward a goal, and you've been so focused on it. But every ending is a new beginning. And so we have a full moon in Aquarius. And this month we actually have 2 full moons. The second one, our blue moon, there is happening on the 30th, and that one is in Pisces. And this first one, though, this first full moon is the sun opposing, the sun in Leo opposing the moon in Aquarius. They are in a T-square with your ruling planet of Jupiter in Taurus. And so the outlet point is this expansive energy, grounding that energy and manifesting and creating something. And so it is the completion of something in order to bring something forward. And that is going to be apparently the you get 2 there. A little bit of a challenge there is going to be understanding that when one thing ends and you don't really know what's next. And so I do want to celebrate your victory with you, but there is I need to understand that on the other side there's new challenges. Okay, lots of swords here. Holy cow. Let's see what we have going on here. Key of the situation, we have this 4 of Pentacles. This 4 of Pentacles, it's feeling pretty solid, pretty strong. He's looking out over the city. You can't really see it, but he's looking out over the skyscapes. There is this energy of stability. He looks very stable. And the green, he's wearing growth, right? He's wearing the energy of growth. He is looking for more opportunities. There is a satisfaction with the level achieved. I think that's really important, is that you feel satisfied with what you've already done, like appreciate what you've already done. But there's 2 4s here in the center of the reading, which tells me that there's also a little bit of apathy. A loss of enthusiasm, they just said. Ooh. So how can we get you fired up, right? How can you be excited? Well, one thing is you're nearing the end of the cycle. The overall energy here, we have the Knight of Swords. This is movement going forward. This is the side of the Knight of Swords you might expect, riding into the storm. But here, the storm is clearing, and he is being led by all of these barn swallows. And barn swallows represent your ancestors. And then only that, it's messages of love from your ancestors. And so you're being guided by love and by those that have gone before you toward your destination, which is truly beautiful. My little mug here says, trust the journey. That's what I think. That's what it feels like you're journeying forward. So let's see what we have. We have the 7 of Swords. I'm using the Viceversa deck. This one, you have two Seven of Swords that seem very similar, but there is a nuanced difference to them, and I'm actually going to get into the book to explain this one, because the Seven of Swords is a complicated card in the first place. There's a lot of interpretations of it, and so when Spirit selects a deck, I kind of like to stay as close to the interpretation as I can from what is seen. And it says here, this person is acting... Oh, who is acting in a sneaky or dishonorable way may not be fully aware of the harm he is doing. And I think that's where the caution comes in. Being impulsive, doing something that you think is a really great, smart idea may actually do more harm than good, and that is why you're being asked to be cautious. It also could be that there are those around you that are also doing this. And so there's a time here for everyone to put their cards on the table, including any feelings of betrayal, past hurts, or failure. So this is something you're thinking about. And then we have this card of standing your ground to transform the situation. But it's at night. It's the subconscious. And the battle is over. And you're standing on the high ground. So this is you accomplishing it. But the question is, was the battle worth it? Was the battle worth it? It's an inner battle, though. Here we have the King of Swords in the challenge position, and he is facing the storm. He's not afraid. But when it's in the challenge position, it could be that you see a storm coming and it's got you a little uneasy. And when it's uneasy like that, it may be that you're uneasy because in the past somebody has said, done something that made you... that hurt you in some way, that causes you to feel a little apprehensive about the situation, right? And I say that because we have the Six of Cups here in the energy that is a little bit unsettling or causing some anxiety, is this past, this soulmate, this past childhood situation here, and there's some emotional attachment to it because the female is in the water, and the masculine energy is saying hi from above. They seem to be enjoying each other's company, and yet it's creating anxiety for you, and it feels like you've worked really hard to get to some certain position, and you're afraid of, you don't want to lose your ground that you've already accomplished, right? You don't want to slide back down the mountain, right? And so standing your ground and holding your position appears to be very important to you at this moment, right? And so you know there's a battle coming. And you look ready for it, though. King of Swords is ready, right? There's a lot of wisdom that comes with it, but it's in the challenge position, which means that you're wondering if you have enough information this time. And that's why putting your cards on the table here and having the conversation might be important. So, is this business or personal? I gotta say, it looks more like a personal relationship as opposed to a business relationship. But sometimes at work, it can occur between our teammates. We develop these personal relationships with them. So this month looks like you're navigating some tricky waters emotionally, and it is about putting the cards on the table and standing your ground in your truth. Like, you look really stellar as we finish this reading. You're the Queen of Wands, and look at you. Look at you. You're calm, cool, collected. You're sitting there large and in charge. There's growth energy around you. You're going to be fine. I do want you to understand that you're going to be fine, but I can see that you're a little nervous. I want to say, with the suggested action to take here being this Four of Cups, this would be the Four of Cups we're used to seeing, more or less. This one, let's go to the book because it's so specific. It looks like being willing. There's a ship disappearing into the fog, and the cups are spilled over as the tide comes in. And so with the rising of the tide, it looks like the ship's going out. But I just want to, let's just Let's just look at what the nuanced meaning of this one is. And so it says, don't dwell on missed opportunities. You are in danger of letting your hurt feelings. So there is something that has really hurt you. Somebody has really hurt you, and your hurt feelings are blinding you to new offers and on chances and opportunities. And so there's a word I've never even heard of. ENNUI. So if you know that word, that's awesome. It can turn into depression. So I'm thinking this is apathy, which perpetuates itself and can be difficult to shake off. Allow yourself to imagine something wonderful coming over the... What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to see that there are new opportunities. This guy, he has his 4 things, but he's looking out over the cityscape at the opportunities. This other 4 is about, yeah, those fell, but so the ship isn't going out, it's coming in. You have a ship coming in. You have opportunities coming in. It's not just an opportunity, it's a whole boatload of opportunities. But there's a need to work through your emotional baggage around a situation, and sometimes it comes through having conversations with somebody, but because it's up in the head, it's almost as though if you just decide the battle is over, and is it worth engaging in the battle again? And maybe not. Maybe it's like, okay, I don't see the point in doing that battle again. Already did it, done it, it's over. Can we at this point recognize where we are right now, that we've created some sense of stability around us, and the disappointment and the hurts of the past, let those go out with the tide and allow new opportunities to come in. The ebb and the flow, the shift and the change. And so this healing, loving energy of your ancestors leading you out of the storm into clearer skies, right? The promise of a sunrise. In your heart space, you have this Page of Cups. It is an opportunity for you to offer a cup of love to somebody, a cup of forgiveness, a cup of a new opportunity, right? And it's one that you create. You create the opportunity and then you offer it to somebody. You're the one in charge here. Look at you. You look large and in charge. In the area of resources, and your resources can be your emotions, okay? It could be financial, it could be spiritual, mental, emotional, some kind of physical thing, job opportunity, but because of the way this reading is laying out, I really think that what we got going, right? This is you, this fire over the water. This is the fire over the water. This is you creating the opportunity and offering the healing energy. And so up here, we have this card of transformation. There's a judgment associated with it. There's an ending, a completion. And then that is allowing Spirit to come in and strike the match, like that wand. That wand is not lit, but you're holding it up and allowing this healing energy to come in. And, let a cycle complete itself so that you can begin a new one. An ending into a beginning. Endings are just beginnings. And when things stops, right, that 64. That's also that soulmate. Oh my God, that's that soulmate energy and the 4s, right? 64. But they make a 10. They make a completion with an opportunity for a new beginning. And so that's what you have happening here this month. And if you stay in your power and you choose to allow a situation to not be resurrected, that's what it feels like. Don't resurrect the old situation. Let it die. Let it die. And start a new situation. And it can be with the same people. It's almost like let bygones be bygones. Let's clear the slate. Let's start from here. That old battle isn't worth engaging in again. You have the card of the Sun. Your perseverance is rewarded. Your perseverance is rewarded. You're nearing completion. You've worked hard to get here. Allow it to end so something new and wonderful, and it feels wonderful, can come in. Because look at all of that creative energy around you, that Queen of Wands there. The spark of hustle. No more apathy. Be willing to move forward. Look, your perseverance, the spark of hustle, your willingness to get fired up and to make the changes, to face the storm, but face it by deciding that some battles, picking your battles wisely. Some are just, it's offering the forgiveness and allowing that situation to complete itself might be the most courageous thing that you ever do that brings you the most joy at the same time. Rejuvenating rain. Ooh, vast vistas, that ship, and faraway places. Wow. All right. Look, this is for this new moon. I'm sorry, I keep calling it new moon. This full moon that is happening in Aquarius on the 1st of August. So you're kicking off the month with this, and you have the rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. That's all this reading has been saying. Clear the past and heal the present. And then get ready for new horizons and expand your horizons. And you've got the ship here. There's a new opportunity. So whether this was a situation around a job or a personal situation, it feels like a personal relationship, but it could have been associated with work, or it could be a friends group, or it could be a family member or something like that, or an ex. Doesn't really feel like that. But anyways, you have expand your horizon, get ready for new horizons. If you will let go of this, release that baggage with that full moon, you are allowing your ships to come in. There's multiple ships, right? There's a ship coming in there. There's 3 or 4 ships on this one. And an opportunity to get out of this little small box that you put. Oh, look, there's a ship down here too. Your ships are coming in. I'm going to title it, Your Ships Are Coming In, and people are going to think that I did a typo. But no, you look like you have multiple, it's like you have boatloads of good things coming your way. Maybe I should put it that way instead, so you are not confused. Okay, we have the card of empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. This will allow you to do this healing, right? You have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. This is a real understanding. I feel like, yeah, look, it's so funny how much these cards look alike. Like we have the sun, they really looks like the sun disc on both of them. And then here, this little thing in the middle, it does look like a half moon, but it really reminded me of the scarab energy that was right here, you know? And so this is, your perseverance is rewarded, and it could be that your spark of hustle, your perseverance is rewarded, and not everybody's happy for you. Whatever. They can work hard too. But don't let that, your personal envy of someone else's success, be a problem. Celebrate their success. They've worked for it too, right? But it looks like you've been working hard. The spark of hustle. I am the same as everyone else, but with different challenges, right? I see the challenges in front of me, and I'm not afraid to face them. You have the card of trust. I trust my inner voice, and that will always guide me correctly. And fear. This anxiety that you have over this situation, letting it go is the best way to overcome this fear. But look, it's also standing there and facing it, right? I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. That's what fear is. There's only 2 energies. There's fear and there's love. So choose to live in the energy of love. Offer the cup of forgiveness. Offer the cup of love to the situation. And then allow yourself to really create something new and dynamic and beautiful and wonderful for yourself. I love it. boatloads of success are headed your way. All right, Sagittarius, have a fabulous month. I'll be back here next week. We're over on Facebook if you'd like to join us. We're working with Venus as she works through Leo, so that you might find that of value since it's a fellow fire sign. And let's see what else. I do personal readings if you're interested in that. You guys take really good care of yourselves. Love yourselves enough to let go of whatever's anchoring you in place right now, because you have a lot of opportunity ahead of you, right? You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.